Good thing I'm good looking. Oh, sorry, that's on. Good evening and welcome to the September 20th, 2023 Board of Douglas County Commissioners 5:30 business meeting. We want to welcome those who are here with us at the old courthouse and those who are joining us online. Some of you may be here to provide public comment. The Board of Douglas County Commissioners welcomes public comment and in advance thanks you for following these procedures. Each action item on the agenda will offer an opportunity for relevant public comment about that topic. We ask that you wait until the agenda item you're here for comes up for discussion. Comments relating to the agenda items are welcomed after the board's had an opportunity to discuss the topic. The Board of County Commissioners will invite comments on topics not included in the agenda during the general public comment time. This is directly after the consent agenda. This is a time for addressing issues not on today's agenda, but related to the general business of the Douglas County Commission. First, we'll call on folks who are here in person, and then we'll turn to online commenters who are here with us tonight. If you're on Zoom, please plan to use the raise your hand function when the time comes and listen for staff to call your name. All comments will be limited to 3 minutes, and we ask everyone to give their full name and Douglas County residence for our meeting minutes. All public comment should be directed to the County Commission. Campaigning for public office is not allowed. We'll also reserve the right to mute, remove any speaker who is vulgar, rude, or inappropriate. Public should also know that comments received by the Commission during our meetings do not represent the views of Douglas County government. If visual aids are used during the meeting, the presenter will share their screen. Please know that online participation, I'm going to do that again. Please know that online participants will not be able to view them without a computer, smartphone, or tablet during tonight's meeting. Materials are published online for your reference also. Lastly, a recording of this meeting will be available on our YouTube page and website. We just completed a work session on our Douglas County Master Plan and the JLE remodel. And tonight we have a proclamation for National 4-H Week. After that, we'll take up our consent agenda item, which has 3 items on it this evening, and then do general public comment. This is a rare meeting where we don't have any regular agenda items. So then we'll move to appointments and commissioner or administrator miscellaneous before we adjourn. So commissioners, would any of you like to read the proclamation for National 4-H Week?
I would like to.
Thank you, Commissioner Willie.
So we have a proclamation for National 4-H Week in Douglas County being October 1st through 7th, 2023. Whereas 4-H youth across the nation are keeping it green by leading efforts to solve problems in their communities, raise awareness about environmental issues, and make a difference for their future. And whereas 4-H is one of the largest youth development organizations in Kansas and the largest in the nation with over 6 million young people. And whereas 4-H in Douglas County, Kansas claims more than 350 members and more than 100 volunteers. And whereas 4-H has, as part of the Kansas State University Research and Extension, is a program where youth learn through opportunities that provide them hands-on experiences in 4-H's mission, mandates of science, engineering and technology, healthy living, and citizenship. And whereas 4-H has connected youth and their communities with the innovative research and resources from our nation's 106 land-grant universities and colleges for more than 100 years. Now, therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of Douglas County, Kansas, do hereby proclaim October 1st through 7th, 2023 as National 4-H Week in Douglas County, and urges the people of this community to take advantage of the opportunity to become more aware of the special program that enhances our young people's interests in their future as part of Douglas County 4-H youth development, and to join us in recognizing the unique partnership between our county and our state university system, adopted this 27th day of September, 2023. And if we have someone who'd like to come in and speak about this proclamation, please come on forward.
And it's great. So my name is Nikki Harding. I'm the 4-H agent here in Douglas County, and I have brought 3 4-Hers that have prepared just a short little presentation for you about their experience, and then I have a quick little presentation, and then we'll wrap up for you guys.
Citizenship is an important and contested idea. It can be thought of as who or what we are, as what we believe, or as what we do. Hi, my name is Hunter Harding. I'm 12 years old, and this is my 6th year in the Civic Engagement Project, or otherwise known as citizenship. Today, I'm going to break down the definition of citizenship and tell you how I conduct citizenship in some of my projects. Who or what I am. My family and family ancestry is who I am. I would like to explore my family ancestry in the future. This will really help me understand who I am and where I come from. I am an American citizen, Kansas resident, and Baldwin City community member. Everything I belong to is a part of who and what I am. What I believe. I believe it is important to be a good citizen and person. For me, being a good citizen is treating others the way you would like to be treated. Be kind, helpful, respectful, and caring. We should be involved in our community, organizations, and activities of interest to help make a difference. Finally, what we do. There's many ways to think about what we do, and all are important. However, what we do is an important part of our 4-H experience. As a part of my pet project, I gather supplies needed for animal shelters and donate those items. I have donated items such as newspapers, towels, laundry soap, and even pop cans to the Lawrence Humane Society and Prairie Paws Animal Shelter. I have also toured both facilities, which has helped me understand how they are run and how I can help them now and in the future. For my dairy project, I load up my smallest heifer and take her to schools or events to educate people about the dairy industry. Finally, for my leadership project, I participate in my 4-H club model meeting, learn parliamentary procedure. This helps me run our club meetings smoothly and efficiently. I have also attended officer training workshops so I can successfully lead my club when needed. I have held multiple junior club officer positions and run for student council in my school and was selected as a junior high peer mediator. And most recent interests of mine have been learning more about local government and attending city council meetings. There are many ways to think about citizenship: who or what we are, what we believe, and what we do. I would like you to think about these 3 points and how you might answer them. Everyone's answer will probably sound different. I have a lot to learn about the Citizenship Project and what citizenship means. What I do know is that 4-H helps me learn and gain skills that will help me be a better citizen now and in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hayden Slow. I am 18 years old, and this is my 12th year in 4-H. Oh, good golly. Okay, there we go. I am in the 4-leaf clover 4-H club. I'm currently president of that club and a 4-H ambassador. But today, I want to talk to you about my experiences in the Rabbitry Project. Rabbitry is a project that I hold very near and dear to my heart. One of my favorite things about rabbitry, besides having the rabbits themselves, is being able to make others happy and to serve my community with them. The 4-H ambassadors frequently put on summer programs for the youth of Lawrence, Eudora, and the Baldwin areas. I have been bringing my rabbit to these camps for about 3 years now. I talk to the kids about how to take care of rabbits and about how to make sure that their rabbits are healthy, should they have them. I enjoy teaching the kids about 4-H through my project. At an event last summer, there was one kid who knew the answer to every single question that I asked. Afterwards, he came up to me and excitedly told me that he remembered me from last year. Just knowing that what I said stuck with him, that he could still answer every random question I threw at him, made me feel really fulfilled about having made a positive impact in at least one child's life. Another one of my favorite things about rabbits is the county fair. I spent a lot of time at the fair sweeping the walkways, cleaning out beddings, and talking to the general public about rabbits in the rabbit barn. I always like to take my rabbits out of the cages for the kids and a few of the braver grown-ups to pet and see and to learn about. People are always fascinated to see the different breeds next to each other and to see just how much variety there is within rabbitry. And I am glad that I can help people learn more about rabbitry while also connecting 4-H to the wider community. 4-H is an amazing place for me and a lot of other people, and the Rabbitry Project is one that I hold very close. I hope to be able to use it to continue serving the community both in and out of 4-H in the future. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miss Mason Flory. I'm a fourth generation member of the Lone Star 4-H Club, and this is my 12th year in 4-H. My great grandpa, Raymond Flory, was a charter member of the Lone Star 4-H Club in 1946, followed by my grandpa, Roger Flory, my dad, Tim Flory, and now me. As you can see, 4-H has been an important part of my family and their strong Douglas County roots for many years. The photography and meat goat project are my favorite of many projects I'm enrolled in. My family and I raise meat goats, and this has given me the opportunity to interact with many 4-Hers across the country. Over the years, I have mentored other 4-Hers with showmanship, grooming, and nutrition. The Meat Goat Project has helped me learn how to take responsibility, learn valuable life skills, and the importance of a strong work ethic. There are many ups and downs when raising livestock, and there's never a vacation from it. They depend on you every day for food, water, shelter, and their health. Being a 4-H member has also taught me public speaking skills, leadership skills, and given me the opportunity to get involved in my community. When I first joined 4-H, I was very shy and terrified to get up and speak in front of a group. I cried the first time I had to present a current event at one of our meetings, even with my older brother by my side. 4-H has given me the opportunity to come out of my shell, and I have been a presenter at many extension summer camps, demonstrations at county club days, and been the president of my 4-H club for the last 2 years. The Lone Star 4-H Club purchases a hog at the Douglas County Fair each year. We have it processed and we donate the meat to Just Foods. I have also been able to volunteer with my love for photography at the county fair, where I took photos of my fellow 4-Hers in the ring during the livestock shows. The opportunity to capture memories these families will be able to hold on to and share with their families and community is something I'm very excited to be a part of. All these opportunities lead this once shy girl to my future plans to attend college and pursue a degree in agriculture communications. This will allow me to combine my passion for agriculture and communications and my journalism skills. Even though this will be my last year in 4-H, I know I will continue to be an important part of my life, and I plan to keep volunteering and give back when I am able. Thank you for your time.
So we usually discourage cheering and applauding here at the county commission, but I hope you'll join me in appreciating these students.
No. Here, I thought I did everything. Yeah, I'm not showing it. I'll let you do.
Robin has it on a flash drive.
Eric, we might move on to the consent agenda and then we'll come back. You guys can keep working. Is that okay? Yeah, because you're going to have to restart. We'll do that after. Yeah, good question. Okay, we're not done with our 4-Hers, but we're going to put them on hold for technical difficulties really quickly and move on to our consent agenda. Commissioners, is there any item on the consent agenda that you'd like to have removed for further discussion?
No, but you should find that you got a printed out version of the report that was in item 2.2 that is easier to read than what's in the packet.
Right. Thank you. And I want to just share my appreciation for the report that's in 2.2. That's a huge bit of work. And so with that, is there a member of the public who would like to pull a consent agenda item for further discussion? Anyone online, Sarah? All right, commissioners, we'll bring it back for motions.
It's Commissioner Reed. I move to approve consent agenda items 2.1 and 2.1 through 2.3.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes 3-0. Getting close. Nikki, would you like to speak on these slides? Okay.
Thanks for the offer. Okay. Thank you for helping me get through that. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time. I just want to kind of give some highlights of our 4-H
Hang
program.
on just a second. We need to mute you. It might be this computer. Nope, it's out there. Okay.
Okay, so I just want to highlight a few of the programs that we did this year and just kind of, we came up with a strategic plan, working to make sure that we're reaching as many Douglas County youth as possible. So the most common misconception of the 4-H program is that it is primarily agricultural and rural focused. This misconception, in addition to other reasons such as maybe that traditional 4-H club experience, may limit our growth to new and underserved audiences. But research will tell us that 4-H members, through whatever project work that they are doing, are 4 times more likely to give back to their communities, are 2 times more likely to make healthier choices, and 2 times more likely to participate in STEM-related activities. So our goal for this year, for 2022 and 2023, was to develop cross-curricular and cross-project opportunities by working collaboratively with youth-serving organizations in Douglas County to provide a 4-H experience to all youth. Some of the activities and ways that we are able to provide those opportunities are, one, through our traditional 4-H experience, or 4-H traditional clubs. We currently have 10 community clubs with 356 4-Hers and 76 volunteers. And that traditional 4-H club experience allows youth to focus on leadership, service, and project work. 4-H project work is how 4-Hers grow or discover interest to develop that subject matter, which is significant and an interest to them. Projects are a way for youth to learn to set goals, gain other valuable life skills through hands-on learning experiences at their own pace and skill level. From raising and showing animals and demonstrating to the judge what they have learned, to exhibiting products, produce, art, and collections they have developed. 4-H is for all youth and interests. Through their hard work and accomplishments, they gain those life skills like determination, responsibility, cooperation, and public speaking, which I think some of our 4-Hers did a great job of demonstrating. Another way we do try to accomplish our mission is through 4-H Project Club experiences. This year we had 8 project-specific clubs, which provided 4-H opportunities, learning opportunities for horse, pets, dogs, poultry, STEM, reading, photography, plant science, and leadership and communications. And of course, the Douglas County Fair is always a favorite of everybody's, and this is a week of fun for our 4-Hers to spend time with their friends and an opportunity for members to showcase what they have learned and demonstrate what they have accomplished through their 4-H project work. Another outlet that we utilize is 4-H school enrichment. We reached over 800 youth in 3 school districts during the 2022-2023 year, and I'm going to highlight one of those programs in just one second. And finally, 4-H day camp and youth engagement programming. I will highlight some of these experiences too in just a minute. I would also like to acknowledge the fact that all of our programming, or much of it, could not happen without the help of our volunteers, and we really, really appreciate and are grateful for their time, knowledge, and dedication to our program. One of our project-specific opportunities that we offered this year was called Confident Communicators. It was a leadership program. So in the spring of 2023, we offered a youth leadership program called Confident Communicators. We partnered with Toastmasters to provide an 8-week informal course in the arts of communication and leadership for youth ages 12 to 18. Participants learned how to overcome nervousness when asked to speak before an audience, organize and present ideas logically and convincingly, listen carefully to others, and offer advice which could help improve their speaking and leadership abilities. Participants have continued to use the skills and methods from this program as they go out into our community and share their 4-H experience out in the public, whether it's public speaking and leadership, or they're getting more involved in their school or other organizations they belong to. Day on the Farm was a school enrichment program that we offered. This, as a K-State Research and Extension, Douglas County, in cooperation with other community partners, host this event. It is provided to Douglas County 4th grade classes at no cost. And our Day on the Farm program offers students an opportunity to learn the value of agriculture and directly educate 4th grade students about production agriculture, conservation, soil health, and career exploration. During the program, students will rotate through various learning stations, learning about agriculture and where their food comes from. Rotations include livestock production, soil conservation, gardening, row crop production, pollinators, making healthy choices, and career opportunities. By expanding the students' knowledge of the world around them, we hope to open new possibilities and interests. So making sure our students know how to make healthy and informed decisions will allow them to grow and be successful. One of our bigger highlights of the year, you can see right down there in the corner of the right, we have our National Horticulture Judging Team. So we will have 4 Douglas County youth representing the state of Kansas at the National Horticulture Judging Contest in Kalamazoo, Michigan, October 6th through the 9th. This group of young people won the state 4-H horticulture contest, which allowed them this amazing opportunity. The objectives of 4-H horticulture judging is for members to grow in their ability to think and to reason, and to make logical and scientific judgment through plant identification, knowledge testing, and judging classes. And finally, we offer several engagement and day camping programs. So K-State Research and Extension hosted 5 interns over the summer to provide fun and unique learning experiences for youth in Douglas County. The programmatic outreach was specifically designed to foster youth spark through 4-H project-based exploration. K-State Research and Extension partnered with local organizations and school districts to provide supplemental programs in the areas of STEM and healthy living. Community partners for this program include Feeding Eudora, the Eudora School District, the Eudora Library, Baldwin Parks and Rec, Lawrence Parks and Rec, the Lawrence Library, and Greenbush Academy. The team hosted 3 day camp experiences for youth in Douglas County, and as a result, our summer interns planned, coordinated, taught, and evaluated 97 summer program activities, reaching 2,977 youth in Douglas County. So the 4-H Summer Engagement Program was made possible through a grant from the Kansas Department of Education. So our goal for 2023 and 2024 will be to continue our mission of providing 4-H experiences to all youth in Douglas County, whether it's through that traditional 4-H club or school enrichment opportunities, 4-H camping programs, or meeting youth where they are and providing a positive and successful 4-H experience. So thank you all for your support and allowing us to share about our program today and kicking off National 4-H Week with your support of our 4-H proclamation.
Thank you, Nikki, and thank you, 4-H students. Well done. Yeah, why don't you come on up here? We'll get your picture real quick. Other than pie judging, that's one of the best parts of this job. All right. We'll move on to general public comment. If anybody would like to provide general public comment, now would be the time. You have 3 minutes. Make sure you provide us your name and address for our meeting minutes.
My name is Russell Rudy. My address is 9404 86th Street, Ozaki, Kansas, and I drive a bus for Lawrence Transit. My career has been involved in energy efficiency for many, many years. I worked at the State Energy Office under the direction of Joe Harkins. This microphone's a little strange up here. Does it sound okay out there? Okay. And operated a program that spent millions of dollars in Kansas and has saved $1 million every year. And I've gravitated toward transportation and buses because transportation is the largest single energy user in America. And for example, some information about bus savings, just to kind of preface the comments I'm looking at. The American automobile uses about 1 pound of CO2 per passenger mile. A bus at only 25% ridership produces about 0.64 pounds per rider mile. With full ridership, a bus can produce as low as 0.18 pounds per ridership pounds per mile. So the savings that we could realize from a greater ridership of buses is enormous. And I'd like to increase the ridership we have. And again, let me say, I drive a bus for Lawrence Transit, talked to my boss there, and she assured me that as long as I'm presenting those things that are important to me, I don't represent Lawrence Transit, just my own thinking. The problem we have in trying to get ridership is a group of people, largely homeless, largely unemployed, somewhat vagrant, who hang out down by the library downtown and who also occupy the space on 7th and Vermont where we stage the buses every half hour. And I've driven every route that the bus company has. One of the routes goes out to the shelter every morning. And I stood out there the last time I drove it and loaded up 38 people from the shelter that I brought downtown. And these people find that once they're down in the area around the library, it's a great place to congregate and hang out. There's a bench down there where they can sit and consume alcohol and various other substances. And oftentimes the place is pretty messy. And the problem that I see that we have getting the ridership we need to make the buses environmentally what we need them to be is the fact that people don't want to share their ridership with this group of people. So what I've done is looked around the city to try to find places that might be a good day shelter. And it was interesting to me to hear you talking about 1242 Massachusetts, an abandoned building that I thought might be a good place to develop a day shelter that could provide services that pull people away from the library and away from the buses and into a setting where they could get comprehensive services. So basically what I'm doing is coming to you and saying 1242 Massachusetts, if you could kind of keep it in mind that perhaps it could become a building like a day shelter. So then that's abbreviating all the things that I was going to say. If any questions or anything I can answer?
So we don't usually engage with dialogue or questions back and forth. If we have questions, we'll direct them to staff.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time.
Hi, Commissioners. I'm Amy Buffman. I've been a Lawrence resident all my life. I heard through the grapevine that we're getting another pandemic, so let me get ahead of the curve and be clear. You will not be mandating anything to me. Apparently, there's some confusion on your part about the relationship we have. You work for me. I'm not your servant nor your slave. I will not be mandated to. I will not be forced to do anything against my will. You are my employee. Get it straight. I suggest this time, when you get the orders from your higher-up employees, you know, your bosses, you reject them. We aren't stupid. We know all the bull crap starts in these liberal Democrat cities. I look forward to seeing even more pushback this time around. If you try any of the stupid overreach of your powers, in fact, I encourage it. I will not comply with these clowns ever again on the masks. I am in charge of my own health, and I haven't forgotten all the damage you guys did to our children. Stand up, people, or you'll be on your knees begging to open your businesses again. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Christopher Lawson. I live on 1223 North 100 Road in Baldwin City. I want to comment about the wind turbines that you guys are considering. But I want to talk to you a little bit first about where I came from and why I came to where I am today. I spent 31 years in the Army. I was all over the world, and I could have retired anywhere in the United States, but I chose right here in Douglas County. I did so because it's a beautiful place to live, the people were really nice, and the aesthetic quality of the area was just absolutely fantastic. And now here we are faced with the dilemma of having these wind turbines destroying the aesthetic quality of the beauty of this county. It's a travesty. This is not a new technology. Why now? Why are these companies coming in here now? They're coming in here now because they're receiving subsidies from the federal government in the amounts of millions. So they're not doing it because it's a green quality that, you know, it's a benefit to the people. It's not a benefit. The net value environmentally is a negative in the long term with these wind machines. What did they do? What happens to these things when they're gone, when they're of no use anymore? These giant things are all man-made chemical devices that have to be put in a landfill somewhere. It's like putting nuclear waste in a landfill. It takes thousands and thousands of years for these things to degrade. There's the noise pollution, there's visual pollution, there's the fact that it kills birds. And, you know, I find it ironic that, you know, we had a presentation for 4-H and we talk about the environment, and yet here we are putting up devices that are going to kill birds and bats and other organisms. So it doesn't provide local jobs or any economic benefit to the area. And finally, I just want to say to all you guys right here, this is your legacy. This is what you guys are going to leave when you're gone. So When people drive by these things and they see those, they're going to curse that the fact that the aesthetic quality of Douglas County has been ruined in this beautiful county. And that curse is going to be included with who did it and who allowed it. So that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Hank Orisco at 929 Connecticut Street in Lawrence. I would like to thank you actually for all your work. I've just finished reading the revised regulations regarding commercial wind farm installation within the county, and I must commend you on doing a very thoughtful, thorough assessment. The proposed setback requirement of 1,500 feet from a residence and from non-participating property owners is more than adequate to ensure the health and safety of the citizens of Douglas County. This is above the average setback requirements for other Kansas counties, which is 1.1 times the height of the windmill, data from the National Renewable Energy Lab, August 2022. We are in a climate crisis and need to move quickly from fossil fuels to renewable energy resources. Any further increase in these numbers could adversely slow down the adoption of renewable energy and consequently harm the citizens of Douglas County. And beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And when I see wind farms, I'm happy. I think they are achieving the goal to get away from these fossil fuels. And I think anyone that's concerned about the environment should look at the coal plant north of Lawrence that have been doing this for decades, spewing out detectable, documented harm to the citizens of the community. And switching over to gas is really not a solution because, if you know anything, if anybody knows anything about it, we are in a climate crisis. It's a slow-moving disaster here as well as elsewhere. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys for all your work, for what you've been doing. And I think it's really pretty amazing, actually. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Nicole. I'm sharing the words that Wendy Bell presented, which pertains to many U.S. counties. Moving the goalpost is a tiresome game, especially when it costs you your freedom. Remember, it's just one vaccine. It's just to flatten the curve. It's only temporary. It's just a temperature scan. It's only 6 feet. It's just one booster. It's only fact-checking. It's just a microchip. It's just the deep state. It's just silencing MAGA Republicans. It's just your imagination. It's only a lockdown. It's just the schools. It's only our nursing homes. It's just a passport. It's only a mask. It's just for the greater good. It's just a book. It's just a flag. It's just a cake. It's just your car. It's just your stove. It's just your bank account. It's only one time. It's just a few bad reactions. It's just a coincidence. It's just updated guidance. It's only until we get a new variant under control. It's just a weather balloon. It's just a vaccine card. It's just a safety measure. It's just to prove everyone's gotten it. It's just a man wearing a dress. It's just compassionate care. It's only transitory. It's just an emergency order. It's just a suggestion. It's only to keep grandma safe. It's just door-to-door enforcement. It's only a mandate. It's just a new kind of city. It's only to keep everyone safe. It's safe and effective. It's safe and secure. It's just one amendment. It's just assault rifles. It's just about stopping the spread. It's just about giving up a few of your freedoms. It's just one election. It's just keeping people from getting sick. It's just a digital ID. It's just so you can have a bank account. It's just a baggie. It's just some artwork. It's only a father's love for his son. It's only a few wire transfers. It's only a thumb drive. It's just about misinformation. It's only about silencing anyone who questions the narratives. It's just so you can enter the store. It's just so you can have a job. It's just about education. It's only a hormone blocker. It's just one surgery. And now I'll add my 2 cents. It's just heavy metals sprayed in the sky. It's just cancer-causing chemicals sprayed on our food. It's just fluoride. It's just 72 vaccine doses. It's just 320 toxic substances in our drinking water. It's just East Palestine. It's only a few Americans held in prison cells for years without charges. It's just a few abortion cells. It's only Maui. It's just a few kids with autism. It's just cancer-causing food coloring. It's only a few kids mining these minerals. It's only genetically modified mosquitoes to ensure we don't get malaria. It's only some children being sex trafficked. We just need a few $1 trillion, then we'll control the climate. It's just a little coal being burned to charge these green batteries. It's only an unstable electrical grid that will charge the EVs. We just ask you to lower the temperature on your thermostat 2 degrees. It's just a small number of train derailments with toxic chemicals. It's only a few private jets. It's just weather modification. It's just arsonists being arrested who started the wildfires. It's only 85,000 immigrant children who've been lost.
Any further public comment? Anyone online, Sarah? All right. Close public comment. As I mentioned earlier, we do not have any regular agenda items, so we'll move on to appointments.
Mr. Chair, do you mind if I make one comment on public comment? And that's the wind regulations that were referred to by Mr. Velasco are hot off the press, and they're not yet ours. They are a planning commission ad hoc group that's been working on those very hard, that will go through the public process at the planning commission before it comes to us. So just, there's still a process yet. It's an ongoing, thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner Willie. Any appointments, commissioners? I don't think we had any. Okay, we'll move on to Commissioner or Administrator Miscellaneous. We'll start with Sarah.
Thanks, commissioners. My memo is included in the packet. I want to make sure we talk a little bit about this. So I am out of the office next week for the International City County Managers Association Conference. And so because of that, we had not scheduled a work session for next week. I've done also a little bit more investigating, and I am not anticipating any agenda items for next week. And as you've had today, a all consent agenda. So my recommendation would be that we cancel the October 4th meeting, if that is up, if the commission is supportive of that, and we can let the public and the media know, and then meet back again on October
11th.
11th.
That sounds fine to me.
Sounds great to me.
Okay, and that, commissioners, that's all I have.
Commissioners, I wanted to check and see if anyone else is going to the Schools Foundation breakfast. By the way, if you want to go, there's no tickets, so.
I had planned to and now have a conflict, so
Okay,
no, I won't be
so
there.
that's not. And then the other thing I had, commissioners, is the EDC board is meeting on October 20th. I'm unable to go, and I believe Sarah is unable to go. And so I wanted to offer it to other commissioners. I know it's a ways out, but if you wanted to put that on your calendars.
I had checked with Commissioner Willie, and she is able to attend.
Great. Okay.
I'm on it.
That's all I had. Anything else, commissioners? All right, with that, we are adjourned.